sir, I am. Because in the words of Goku, if I don't, who will? You feel me? If I don't, who will? Crazy words to say, huh? Yeah. No reason I'm streaming. I ain't streamed in a minute. I plan to do a few more streams, but I just know how I feel. Like I don't know. Traumatic events happen in folks' life, so things have just been in an adjusting phase. Already didn't like streaming, but now I feel like it's my only choice, bro. I have so little time. It's like my only choice is to stream. But the streams, I put so much. I put so much work in a video, and it still sucks. How much more so would a stream? It's just common sense. Anyways, there's two things I want to look at before I hop back on South Park for a quick second. Two videos in my recommended right here. One's called Cell Hates Fat Girls, and then the other one's called RDJ is Dr. Doom is some bull. It's MM Enterprise 2, bro. He just made this 7 hours ago. At this point, I'm gonna have a compilation of like all the M Enterprise videos I watch, because he just pops up for me all the time. And I mess with him. So let's watch this No Dr. Doom.
I hate fat
Right quick.
bitches! Just kidding, nigga. I hate fat bitches! Just kidding, nigga. I actually like fat bitches. I fuck with BBWs, nigga.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, man. Why did... It's like... This stuff can't just be normal, bro. Like, people just can't make normal things, like, normal funny things without it being extremely, like, can we just get back to a point of, like, I don't know, man.
Well then, looks like I've already finished. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go fuck some BBWs, nigga. I won't let you do this. I won't let you get in the way of me being on my 500-pound life, nigga.
Okay, is BBW's 500 pounds though? Like, let's be honest. There's a difference between BBW and obese, bro. In my opinion, I mess with BBWs too. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with big girls in general, but like, there is a level to where it's an actual health concern. You feel me? Like, I don't want you. Let me stop before I get fancy. I am out of pocket for that Lizzo joke in Kakarot years ago. I just still haven't forgotten that, because when I did forget it and it saw it again, man, that Lizzo joke in that Kakarot video is the only video of my own that I ever made where I made a joke that completely caught me off guard 2 years later. Oh, they look so much better with those cell shading. Whoa.
What's going on here? I see no lights, no blue shining bright. What's up? No winter this year.
Wait.
Less presents for all and Carol cheer. I'll go out, scope it out. You can follow me.
Did they actually do this? I'll check right now. I don't have Stellar Frieza. Oh no. Looks like Dragon Ball Breakers for real. Ain't no way. Hold on, wait. I forgot. Sal, I'm my fault. I did not have the chat pulled up. Let me, hold on, wait. Okay, he said, by the way, Zero, what you doing if someone called you Pookie, LOL? My cousin showed me a TikTok, had me laughing. I've never been called Pookie and I don't want to be called Pookie. What do you mean, what am I doing? What's the context? What's the situation? Explain to me why I'm being called Pookie. I don't like that word. It's weird. Especially if it's by, it don't matter who it's by, I just don't even call it. Yeah. They should definitely do this, cause what? But I just answered. Okay.
Unimaginable possibilities in the Marvel.
Okay, let's hear about this, cause Robert Downey Jr. really about to play Doom, G? Like the bro being goofy is, and he calls you Pookie? Remove friend.
Marvel multi-universe. We give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
You said I should chill. Hold on, before I watch this, because I heard about this for real. There we go. Okay. But you know, you could take a joke. Yeah, I can take a joke, bro. I'm not gonna actually unfriend him. I'm trolling a little bit, but why is he calling you Pookie though? But see, in that case though, even okay, in a situation like that, it would still take a lot of context. Like, how cool is this bro of yours? Like, how close are y'all? You feel me? Like, everything matters, bro. See, that's just how it is with me. You know, I'm just one of those people. Like, every detail is gonna matter. So I need to know as much as possible in the specific situation. Like it might change. Like, my connection to this person completely affects how I respond to something they say, bro. You feel me? I think that's how everybody is, but I'm like to the T with that though. Detailed. But you know, okay, let's see this Robert Downey Jr. joint though.
Nigga, what? Now I love me some RDJ. I actually don't hate the
bro. Enterprises. I like this dude so much, bro. Shout out M Enterprises, bro. He's going up, and it's like so deserved. It's so deserved, bro. This dude going up is so deserved, bro.
Idea of him returning to the MCU in some multiversal fashion, as that was kind of expected with how many different actors they've brought back leading up to Avengers Secret Wars, particularly in Multiverse of Madness and more prominently in Deadpool and Wolverine. Have a cameo here and there in Secret Wars, as that movie is probably going to be cameo fest incarnate, since that'll be the wrap up of the Multiverse saga before heading into the Mutant saga. I don't even hate the idea of an evil variant of Tony Stark being the main bad guy, honing in on how the one guy who saved the universe is now taking part in the potential destruction of the multiverse. That could be compelling if executed correctly. So if I'm fine with all of that, what exactly is the issue? Him playing Victor Von Doom is where my issues lie. Dr. Doom is hands down my all-time favorite Marvel villain. I absolutely adore this.
Like Day One, 10 Tones Down, or like You Ride or Die. Like, did you wait, like Day One, 10 Toes Down, or like Ride or Die, group chat got exposed, y'all made a plan to dip out of state. That's the homie. That might be team level. I'm gonna be honest, that might be team level for me. I don't even think that's the homie level. That's team. Like, Day One, 10 Toes, Ride or Die. Group chat get exposed? Y'all dip out of state? That's team. He calls me Pookie. Okay. I'll laugh it off, let it slide. I'm gonna talk to him about that afterward. Like, bro. Or I'll say I'll laugh, say pause. Then talk to him about that afterward. I'm gonna say pause about 2 or 3 times, cause Pookie. Like, I need to watch these. Actually, I'm gonna swap glasses right quick, bro. Bro, I'm about to get to some new rimless frames out. Tell me. I don't know if you've seen my regular rimless frames. These right here. The first pair, the OG pair. I'm about to get some more ones, bro. I'm about to get gold though. I'm about to get some new ones. I'm ordering them tomorrow night. I'm excited. I don't know when they're gonna come in, but I'm gonna have these on right now. By the way, bro, hear me out. Wait, they did a video explaining on how Dr. Doom is connected to the Fantastic and Disney in some way. I don't know what the video's called. I don't doubt Robert Downey Jr. can do this. Like, I think he is snap, but it's like something about it is off-putting, and then the way MCU is headed, I don't know, bro. Deadpool and Wolverine was great though. It's a good film. It didn't do what I needed it to do, but it was a great film for what it's worth. But personally, I'm a little bit let down by Deadpool vs. Wolverine.
Nigga, I trust the Russo brothers considering what they've done for Marvel in the Infinity Saga. I'ma let them cook, and I love me some Robert Downey Jr., but man, this is not something I would have expected. You have no clue how many times I've seen people defend it.
The way M Enterprises says cook, it's always cook. I'm gonna let them cook.
Casting choice with the whole, well, it happened several times in the comics, they're just pulling from the source material, and it's just cover screenshots of infamous Iron Man, or especially the cover of Iron Man Demon in an Armor. This is a genuine question to people who use this as a justification. Did y'all actually read this book? Like, I'm being so serious right now, because I don't find it to be a strong argument if you're using a what if comic as your defense. Literally the entire premise of that story is Victor Von Doom and Tony Stark switch bodies. Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom were roommates in university, and Victor tricks Tony into taking part in an experiment that will have them switch minds and erase Tony Stark's memory. Do you know how many crazy shenanigans happen in What If comics or in the actual main continuity? That's like saying in James Gunn's DCU, the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow film should have her be a Red Lantern because it happened that one time in the New 52, or how Batman...
Bro, let's talk about it. These are how comic fans are in general, and it pisses me off. That's how Axel be. Oh, sorry, that's stray. He gonna be like, bro, why did I catch a stray? But no, genuinely though, because Axel be one of them people to be like, well, it happened in the comics, so it should, like, bro, just because it happened one time, or that there's one universe counterpart, there was one story, one shot comic, like, bro, like, you can't just use that as justification for any type of way. Not to say the opposite either of like, oh, you should go only the route of what's been consistent in the comics. Nah, you ain't even gotta do that. But like, to use one like ridiculous comic as a reason to counter another comic is just dumb. It just makes no sense. Because there's a universe where Spider-Man did this, okay, sure, but then there's a universe where Spider-Man did this. So with like it gets annoying. It's like, bro, you know? But is that comic actually canon? That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be crazy if Iron Man to Dr. Doom, you Iron Man after Endgame, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. To be fair, most of the comics still in themselves are canon. They're just on other Earths. So it's now with the multiverse and the MCU.
In that same universe should be Dracula because it was a DC Elseworlds book. Like, some of y'all really typed Dr. Doom Iron Man on Quora or Google search and found the covers of Demon in an Armor or Infamous Iron Man and went, yep, see, you can't complain, it happened in the comics. Just because something happened in the comics does not automatically make it a good idea for an adaptation. I've been waiting for Dr. Doom to make
I'm saying, bro. That's actually what he brings up. Like, any of the bullcrap that happens to Spider-Man, be like, oh man, that shouldn't even, like, this shouldn't have happened to me because Spider-Man usually doesn't. Like, bro, it happening in one comic doesn't mean that has to be adapted. Doesn't mean that that's the only thing either. Doesn't mean that that's even Comics have been rewritten so much. It's so frustrating, bro. You can't. There ain't no consistency, dog. I'm tweaking. I'm
Debut in the MCU for quite a while now, ever since Disney acquired the rights for the Fantastic Four and X-Men characters. I remember the rumors of him popping up in a post-credit scene of Wakanda Forever. Obviously, that bogus rumor never happened, but the thought excited me nonetheless.
there's a rumor? I
I'm
was
not
about to
too
say, he
keen on
didn't. No, he
introducing
didn't.
multiversal
It would've been crazy
counterparts
if he
or
did.
variants of characters in a grand way like this before implementing the main version of said character in the main timeline going forward. Because with this whole RDJ thing, there's no way in hell he's going to play Victor Von Doom in the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars, if they're following through with the whole soft reboot thing. It'd be one thing if they went with some wacky cameo like, hey, what if Robert Downey Jr. played Doctor Doom from another Earth for a few minutes, similar to the cameos we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine, just something crazy but fun. But that's obviously not the case here because he's playing the main bad guy. I feel like whenever we do get a proper Doctor Doom in the MCU after Secret Wars, his introduction will be a lot less impactful because we already got a version of him played by a much more significant actor. The general audience doesn't know jack about comics, so this will likely be their first introduction to how much of a menace Doctor Doom can be. It's just like, oh hey, it's an evil Tony Stark. One of the interesting things about Doom is how he pretty much almost never takes off his helmet, as his face is severely disfigured due to an experiment gone wrong at Empire State University where he attempted to build a machine that could allow the astral form of someone to enter other dimensions.
So the Secret Wars come out? I'm so behind. I know. That sounds crazy. So Secret Wars came out, didn't it? Oh, nah, bro. If I had to get Disney Plus, I don't want to ever pay for Disney Plus ever in my life. I might just have to, Secret Wars 2027? Okay, I was about to say, so Secret Wars is gonna be the movies? Okay, got it. I thought it was a show. But what's the shows that they got going this? We have Moon Knight. The only ones that I'm probably gonna watch is folks have been telling me to watch Loki. I'll sit through Loki. Tried to start the Hawkeye. Tried to start She-Hulk. Yeah, that I'm not finishing none of those, bro. I'm not gonna watch Miss Marvel. I might give Moon Knight a shot, but I really don't care to watch Moon Knight either. Maybe I'll give Punisher a shot though. So wait, let me type in MCU shows. Actually. Is a Shield, Daredevil, just go, yeah. Bro, the original Netflix series though. I see most of these except Iron Fist and Punisher. Face Cloak and Dagger. What is this? I didn't even know about this. What? Hellstrom? This is part of the MCU? Anyways. Division, Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what I need to watch. Loki, what if? Okay, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. Okay. Secret Invasion. That's what I was thinking of. Got it. Okay, Secret Invasion television miniseries. Nick Fury works for the television shows the alien scroll to uncover the conspiracy and renegade. Okay, Secret Invasion. I'm gonna give that a watch. Why do I have this up still?
Mentioned, seeing as his way to free his mother's soul from Mephisto's clutches. There's no way in hell in Avengers Doomsday Victor's keeping that helmet on all times. Robert Downey Jr. is getting paid significantly more than $80 million. Bro's salary is gonna make up like half the budget. Knowing Disney,
Bro.
they're gonna put his
Bro, he is gonna be, them checks are gonna be fat. significantly more. Yeah, because like after what you've already did for the MCU, y'all went out with $100 million check. You're going back in for some more $100 million checks. This dude might end up a billionaire at the end of this.
Face all over the marketing. With that horrendous floating head poster format these movies keep using, you got folk out here talking more about Peter Parker's potential interactions and dynamic with Doctor Doom than with Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, and that is just so disheartening. Again, I have no issue with Downey coming back as a villain, but if they wanted to do that, why didn't they just use Superior Iron Man? I don't understand the notion of him taking up the moniker of Doctor Doom or Victor Von Doom when that's an entirely separate character. And what sucks is how we have never gotten an accurate or even good live action depiction of Doom and the Fantastic Four. If we're talking in any medium, animation or live action, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes still holds the crown for the best adaptation of Doctor Doom ever put to screen, despite how little he's in.
Such a great show. He was not in this. Yeah, I was about to say he's in here for like 2 episodes. The coolest big bad in this show is not him. The coolest big bad in this show is Ultron and Zemo. I really did like Zemo in this show. This show is so hard. I had the biggest crush on Wasp. Growing up watching this, bro, I had the biggest crush on Wasp.
The Fantastic Four First Steps movie sounds good from what I'm hearing, but all I can do is pray they don't fumble the bag for the 3rd time. When you're adapting an iconic story from the comics, it's never going to be copy and paste, and that's perfectly fine. The MCU has had plenty of great stories loosely or somewhat based on iconic Marvel comics like Civil War and the
Do not tell Nose of that. Do not tell Nose of that stuff. Do not tell Nose of that. I don't need another one on the list.
Gauntlet storyline, but there are a few stinkers like Thor Love and Thunder's piss poor attempt in depicting Gore the God Butcher and Mighty Thor from Jason Aaron's run. In the context of Secret Wars and the Multiverse Saga, it didn't surprise me that they were going with Doctor Doom as the big bad ever since they fired Jonathan Majors, and there were reports before San Diego Comic-Con that they were renaming Avengers 5 and were moving on from the Kang plot. If RDJ playing Doom was always the plan for Avengers 5, then honestly, I don't know if I would have had as much of an issue with it. It's like, okay, they're cooking something in the background, but we all
it's over with, bro. They fired that man over false accusations.
know this was never the plan because Avengers 5 was initially titled Avengers the Kang Dynasty, with the seeds being planted in Loki and that certified stinker titled Ant-Man and the Wasp of Quantumania. They didn't want to recast Kang, so they went with Doom. I really hope we're not in a position where it's giving somehow Palpatine returned vibes. Using Doctor Doom as the plan B or as the replacement option always worried me going in because he's not something you use as your backup. It would work better if they had actually cemented the character in the MCU during Phase 4, but there's not been a single mention of him or Latveria. There have been a few Secret Wars events in the comics, but due to how the MCU is utilizing the multiverse and incursions, it's no doubt they're taking the most inspiration from Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars from 2015. I feel like the casual viewer thinks that the event is just some giant cameo fight scene when looking at the cover, disregarding the fact that a big emphasis of the story focuses on the dynamic between Victor Von Doom and Reed Richards. That story hits so hard and is so impactful because of the established history between the Fantastic Four and Doom, which is one of the reasons why I wanted more time to establish the Fantastic Four and Doom in the MCU before delving into the biggest story involving Victor becoming God Emperor Doom, absorbing the power of the Beyonders. Everybody knows RDJ is a phenomenal actor. I mean, the dude is literally an Oscar winner now, so it's no surprise they'd want his face in the MCU again.
Oscar winner.
Nobody would dare doubt his acting ability, and he does have the range or talent to play a compelling villain. There would honestly be no MCU without him, but because of that, I'd imagine it would be difficult for some people to disassociate him from being Iron Man, even if he is playing a different character or a Tony Stark variant. Again, Superior Iron Man was right there, but whatever. One of the potential issues with this has to do with MCU synergy seeping into other mediums outside the MCU. Case in point, they'll create comic titles that are so obviously inspired by whatever is happening in the movies and shows, like the Thunderbolts lineup, Captain Carter getting her own solo book, making a miniseries on the TVA. I can't imagine what they'll do with Doom nearing the release of Avengers Doomsday in theaters. On a more positive note, Robert Downey Jr. did say that he wouldn't have come back unless the Russo brothers were attached to the project, and they have said they've wanted to do Secret Wars way before the Multiverse Saga was up and running. This could all work out at the end of the day, and I'm
the Russo brothers do be actually doing a thing. This could be cool, but I don't know, bro. It's almost like the MCU slowed up for such a good portion, lost its focus, and now they're trying to just full throttle back into some good stories, and now it feels like they're gonna rush it. That's my prediction. That's what it's feeling like.
just yapping nonsense, but if that is the case, then that's a good thing. Despite any concerns people may have about this movie is gonna break $1 billion within like a week. Even though I'm not too keen on the casting, they already got my ticket. You may say you're done with the MCU, but let's be honest, you're gonna be their opening weekend. I just don't want them to fumble Doctor Doom or the Fantastic Four for that matter, as one of the reasons why I even stuck around with the MCU even after Endgame and during the reign of mediocre Disney Plus shows was to see those characters finally implemented in a meaningful way. But I guess that's what the soft reboot is for, so we'll see what happens.
Soft reboot. What soft reboot? Of Fantastic Four? I don't know, man. Was that the only 2 videos? Yeah, I think that's the only 2 videos I meant to see. Why do I still have this up? This was from a stream. We were...
Select character. Who do you want to play with?
I miss this game so much. I didn't play this game specifically with my oldest brother a lot, but we all did play this together.
This is gonna be very,
No,
very
Mirasol is the baddest.
You won't.
Mirasol's the baddest one, but there's the other cool chick, bro. I just happy we get to see Fantastic Four in action a little bit. Now, Zero, look up N64 snowboarding game. All right, I will in 1 second. So watch. Let's go through these characters. Let's go through these characters right quick, Sal. It's genuinely me and you vibing right now at like 2 in the morning. Look, bro.
Marisol.
She had some clean tricks. Though. Not even. She had some suggestive tricks, bro. When you would do her ultimates, she'd be on the board dancing. They all dance, but her dancing. Hey, she Spanish.
You think you can handle me?
Oh no.
I like to party. Let's have some fun.
I like her voice too. She's cool though.
See ya.
Oh yeah, Sia she had some raw moves.
And trouble dealing.
Black characters in the snowboarding games, bro.
At your service, sweet thing. Luther.
I always would play as Eddie though, so yeah, I'm gonna show you who my brother used to always pick.
You look like you need protection, you namby-pamby, scissor freak, jumping boot, wimp.
He was for sure racist. He said all the time. JP was so lame. He wanted to be Eddie so bad. You're not Eddie though, dog. I'm sorry. Why not Eddie be at the home screen hitting that junk, boy?
Attitude, check. Adrenaline.
Okay, that was cool. No, there's the other girl with the twin pigtails. That was cool. I don't think it was Zoe. The girl with the twin pigtails. She was.
Do you know what you're getting into?
Or she had like twin buns. I don't know what she had.
Moby.
I liked Moby.
Alright, boss, good choice, like your style.
No, but who I really liked, who I was playing is Simon. We go see Simon in a second. The second movie was funny though. Mac, this is my brother's dude right here. He was cool though. I used to always be so jealous. I'm like, well, this explained our dynamic so perfectly. So this is who our brother would pick all the time. This is who I would pick. He's so white though. You're the pro on him though. So I choose to do this. Hold on, they gonna pick him at the end though. They gonna pick him at the end. You gotta say Eddie for last, bro. He has the coolest things, bro. He goes, knew you was. I think one of his he used to always kill me because I thought it was also fourth wall break. He's like, you picked the right choice, and he hit a move, and it's like, oh bro, you picked the right choice, Eddie. Hold on, but Mac, look how Mac just cooling, bro. We have to take a second. Mac got a clean, cool aura about him, and I always did rock with that. Look. He just
Keep it real, yo.
until he speaks, he turns into Justin Bieber. Now listen, I say he turns into Justin Bieber. Not now. He turns into Justin Bieber in 2006. Justin Bieber wasn't even really a thing in 2006, was he? Justin Bieber didn't pop up to like what? Oh, no, he was in 07, 08? Whatever the case, we were still playing this game around that time. And like, yeah, it came out in 2001. And I didn't play this game until 2004 or 5. 2003 or 4. So, but I hated Justin Bieber. I mean, every kid hated Justin Bieber. I grew to like him quicker than a lot of other kids, but like, I'm gonna be real, we all hated every boy, bro. Every boy growing up, every boy under 15 growing up in the early 2000s, it was tradition. We hated Justin Bieber, bro. I don't think there's anybody that I've known that we have collectively hated in an era of our life together and never got flack for it. Never did any boy or kid in 6th, 7th, 8th grade jump up to defend Justin Bieber. Never have I seen that in my life. And we just all had a link. We all had a link to hate on this kid. And it was so funny because it's so unwarranted. It's just because he made a song called Baby. He was getting girls and we wasn't. And it's like, skip that kid. Like, we did not like that kid. Collectively, my whole school, bro. The rumors going around about Justin Bieber. Like, who even made up those rumors? I remember there was a rumor. Some kid was like, bro, he's not even like 13. Or he's not even like 12 or 13. He's like 16 with his voice like that. Somebody had some rumors that didn't make sense, but we believed them because we didn't like the kid. Why you streaming when I should be sleeping? Man, bro, my fault, Joe. My fault. I just started to do a late night stream. Bro, I ain't streamed in a minute and I haven't been feeling it for obvious reasons, but like at the same time, I'm more comfortable streaming late night, especially now, just off of the strength, you know? But this is taking me back. We hated on Justin Bieber so much, bro. A girl would, bro, let's talk about it for a quick second. I just want to say, because it's like a girl would mention Justin Bieber back then. And like, if you had a crush on that girl in middle school and she mentioned Justin Bieber, like, you ain't have a crush no more. At least that's how it was for me. Maybe I can speak for my whole generation, but like, that's how it was for us. And it's like, man, like, that doesn't really happen for me today. But like, when I think about it, even, I want to say, I can think of 2 girls in 2016-17 when I was a lot older who mentioned they love Drake, and I remember just not being interested in them at all anymore. So maybe that never left with me, and I don't hate Drake, but Bieber is forever cringe, bro. I don't hate. It's like, it didn't come out of hate though. I don't like Drake. It doesn't come out of hate. At that time, it didn't, especially too. It was more so like, you love Drake. It says a lot about you. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe. But I'm thinking like, but that's not collective. Because there are so many dudes where if I mentioned that I didn't like Drake or I don't mess with Drake or why we playing Drake, damn, bro, it's Drake. It's blah, blah, blah. And pull out every card they can and then pull the Wayne card. And I can't deny the Wayne card. But like, Justin Bieber, bro, you'd be like, why are we listening to Justin Bieber? Or you say a joke about Justin Bieber back in the day. It does not matter. No boy will stand up and defend him. We all collectively as dudes, all growing up in the early 2000s, disliked him. It was funny. Sorry, I just had to talk about that.
Whatever.
Mac was cool though, I don't care. Her, Kaori, she was cool. I liked her too. I don't remember her sounding like this. Wait. She's Asian. I didn't even remember that. I mean, Kaori. The name's Kaori, buddy. Bro, I didn't even remember that. Everyone's singing, baby, 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 oh. Like, we get to put on headphones. She don't sing. I was seeing that in 4th period class. Oh, bro, though. It was like a meme to sing it or joke. Like, you knew if a kid was singing it, a dude, a boy singing it, he was just trolling. That's what was so funny. I gotta get up in like 5 hours. I'll catch you both later. All right, Joe. All right, for sure, my boy. Get some rest. Now, the Justin Bieber phase is not gonna, I'm not gonna lie, I was annoyed. Yeah, bro. I was looking like that Homelander meme when he was brought to the combo. I saw that. Who gonna be, wait, what? The new SZA? I'm wondering. Simon. This dude's moves was something else, bro. This man's moves was genuinely something else. He get on that snowboard, it's a different story when he get the moves going. He was different. I used to like picking him and be like, Simon Says follow, because I'd be winning. You know, that's how I do it, you feel me? Yeah, he's a little bit deranged. He has some cool boards too. He has some cool snowboards. Good boy. Okay, I don't remember that line. He's definitely from Florida. Like, one look at this man, you can't tell me Simon's not from Florida. Brody had cool moves too. To be honest, everybody in this game had like fire moves, but some of them was like stood out to me. Simon, of course my dog Eddie, but that's just because that's my goat in here. But Max didn't like stand out to me. Simon, Mirasol, maybe Sia, and Brody.
May Buddha wax your way to victory.
Don't remember him sounding like that. I thought he was more peaceful. Sounded like
synchronicity. Our destiny is intertwined.
There it is. Here we go.
All right, let's keep it real.
Yo, that's the boy though.
Right on, baby.
No, bro, he has another line. Pick him again. No. All right, they didn't show all the lines. He has another line. That's my boy though. That was the boy though. Dang, bro. We agree though that the Justin phase was bowl cut hair, bangs for boy, collar shirt, axe, and those slap-on wristbands, and a fake necklace was way too much. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I read it right. We agree though that Justin phase of bowl haircuts, bangs for boys, collared shirt, axe, and slap-on wristbands, and fake necklace was way too much. So I wake up from a dream. Axel, bro. Honestly, I don't even feel like playing What's the Name no more. I kind of just want to keep watching videos still. We just gonna do a YouTube dive, bro. Because now stuff keeps popping up, and at this point, I just want to knock out some of the stuff in the stream watches. So
if you remember 10, Gohan, Low Poly Vegeta, and the Shooting Piccolo minigame, then you grew up playing
Shooting Piccolo minigames. Crazy, I forgot about that joke.
the Budokai spin-offs. But which one? Because there were 3
I only seen it too. I never played it.
completely different games, and in this video we're going to compare each of them. But first, let's set the scene. The Budokai trilogy of games developed by Dimps are bona fide classics. Their fast-paced combat, ever-growing roster of
amazing games. Before we watch this, hold on. So, and did I say shout out M Enterprise? He snapped in this video. I understand him. Dr. Doom on some bullcrap. Yeah, we talked about it. Just to make sure that's set in case I turn that into a video reaction. Okay. Shout out you, M Enterprise. Anyway, this looks interesting too.
What if Batman entered the boys' universe?
Hold on, but one thing at a time. We were just looking at the Budokai spinoffs. We're gonna watch this after we watch. There's a video that's been in my stream watch for a minute, bro. Let's talk about it.
As a YouTuber, 50% of the work I do comprises hours
Greatest games with the worst titles. The greatest game with the worst title. Definitely watching this. Hold on. 17 years later, I played Tenkaichi 3. And I can still play it. Wait. 17 years later, I finally played Tenkaichi 3. That's wild. That's wild. See, that's a different story with it, bro. Bro, if 20 insane video game cheat codes, is that hit and run, man? Because that's my game, bro. Alright, wait. Why is this in stream watch? Just stop this release schedule. Bro. Where is it? It's a Budokai 2 video that we were supposed to watch like 8 streams ago, G. This is how far back it go, look. Take that back, maybe it's just in the watch later.
This week, Grand Theft Auto.
How Rockstar would change gaming forever again. Oh yeah, okay. Budokai 2.
For millions of Dragon Ball fans around the world.
Finally, we watched this Virtual Legacy. This video has been up on my browser every time I opened it for like the past 10 streams up until now. Finally, we watched it because let me say some things before we start so you could call me contradictive if I do end up changing my thoughts on anything. Not that you could call me that. I won't. I'm real with it. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. But Budokai 2 is my favorite Budokai. I don't think it's the best, but it dang near is. To me, it's my favorite Budokai. Its story mode has and the reason it's the best to me personally is because its story mode has the most replayability, and I enjoy going through it over and over and over. Outside of that, Babidi Spaceship, everything else, Budokai 3 had its things too, but I never owned it and played it as much. Also, no game ever did it again like that story mode. So it's like, it's just its own game. It's so unique in the series, in the trilogy. So Budokai 2 is my favorite. It doesn't have the biggest roster, and the gameplay mechanics they added in 3, but it's still cold and it's fine. Budokai 3 is the best. I said it's the best. Budokai 3 is the best, but 2 has the most replayability. Therefore, it's my favorite.
Budokai series was their first chance to take control of their favorite characters. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 is widely considered the most controversial game in the series,
and it was even left. Hold on, wait. Oh, I can't find mine. Wait, I can't find mine. Panicking. Wait. What? No. It has to be. I don't know where it is, bruh. Oh. throw my DBZ. Hold on. I know. Shot though, bruh. That's a game. That's a game I would really like. Make sure I keep the case of just because it's so big. Such a big part of my. Yeah. Wait, come on, bruh. I have it. It's somewhere in my room. Somewhere. You have to believe me. You have to believe me, bro. You have to believe me. Somewhere in here. But look, don't worry. I can make up for it. I can make up for it with the great game that I did find. I don't know. I just felt an evil glare through the webcam. It was kind of weird. I don't know why. But this game, bro. We ain't gonna act like this game ain't got it. Look at your DMs on Discord. Hold on, bro. I got you. Oh, I really want to find it because when we watched the Tenkaichi 3 video, okay, hold on. I want Raging Blast as well. You think Raging Blast is on backwards compatibility on Xbox, y'all? Axel, Sal, y'all think that's on? Can one of y'all look that up? I'll look it up in a second if you don't, but. Oh man, that's so like depressing. Somewhere in here, bro. Honestly, I think I'll put it in a drawer somewhere to keep it like away from everything else. Telling where right now, bro. I'm so defeated. I'm so defeated. I'm so defeated. It's not backwards compatible. Now I'm even more defeated. What? Bro, what? We looking at every desk. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't been under that drawer I haven't been under this dresser and I don't know how long. I just stuck my hand through a massive cobweb, and I know my little sis Dill would be really petrified, bro. Wait till you meet Dill, bro. Wait till y'all meet little sis for real. I mean, if she wants to meet. But wait, found this. I'm finding everything I don't want to find. Actually, we gotta run this back up also, by the way. We gotta run this up before I disappear in October, for real. But Axel does not load up his Xbox for anything, so, or plug it in for anything. That's probably not gonna happen. Bro. Stream already going on an hour. I don't even like. I don't know, man. We just gonna finish some videos. I was gonna hop on what's the name, but to be honest, I just want to use this stream to be able to put out and say publicly that I think I'm gonna be streaming a lot of games over the course of the year. Than recording, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but I don't know. Sorry, now I'm sad at the defeat that I just couldn't find my Budokai 2 game, because like, come on. Oh yeah, we do. But if we start that before October, you think we'll finish it before? Will. I'm not gonna hold you though. I'm nervous about my PC running that and streaming it. I think it can run it fine, but I think streaming it, who knows? I wish they gave it to me for free on Xbox for real. Okay, all right. Let's watch this though. My game for real. Ooh, hold on. Let me pull up before we continue. Sal. Sal said. Wait. This man Sal said, "This is how I dressed in 4th grade, but the shoes different." All right, let's rate the fit. Let's rate the fit. Let's talk about it. White tee. Okay. The overshirt, work shirt. Honestly though, 4th grade. This is swaggy in 4th grade. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was rocking mad flannels in late middle school, high school, bro. I was rocking flannels over shirts and undershirts like I was a Saints Row character. And then like some jeans, some ones, or some Adidas. That's it, bro. That was my starter pack. Every day of the week I had a different flannel. And then I had some short sleeve work flannels, shirts type stuff. Like it wasn't just regular flannels. So that checks out, especially for 4th grade. I was rocking this in like middle school. I had a few FUBU fits. I had a couple FUBU fits from my older brother. That's it. That's it. It wasn't, I didn't get them. I didn't even care about them. But FUBU fell off pretty fast anyway.
Left out of the HD remasters of the games that came out on the Xbox 360 and PS3. While the original Budokai game set the standard and is loved for its story mode, which faithfully adapts the story of Z up till the end of the Cell Saga, and Budokai 3 is well remembered for its character roster and great combat, Budokai 2 sets itself apart with a very strange story mode known as Dragon World. In Dragon World, players take control of the Z Fighters on
Dragon World, bro. It's so good. I have so many memories on this. Like, I just playing this and putting it together like a puzzle to me personally. It was just so much. So enjoyable. It's so this alone made Budokai 2 so unique to the whole franchise, and it makes it stand out, which is why to me,
on a map that looks like it's right out of a board game. Characters appear as board game pieces when moving around the map, and there's strategy involved in the moves you make here. I'll go much further in depth on Dragon World later, but the mode was very divisive, with many loving it or hating it. The combination of the Budokai series' exciting skill system known as ESS, and this unique story mode made for a great pairing that had a ton of replayability. Both the PS2 and GameCube versions of Budokai 2
hold on, one more time for the people in the back. One more time, Virtual. Hold on, buddy.
That had a ton of replayability. Known as ESS, and this unique story mode made for a great pairing that had a ton of replayability.
One more time.
Many loving it or hating this unique story mode made for a great pairing that had a ton of replayability. Known as ESS, and this unique story mode made for a great pairing that had a ton of replayability.
You heard him. I already been saying this.
Both the PS2 and GameCube versions of Budokai 2
Oh no, that's Budokai. I was about to say, why does GameCube look more cell shaded? What was I missing out
carried
on?
over the cel-shaded art style seen in the improved release of Budokai on the GameCube. Budokai 2 also expanded upon the character lineup from the first.
Yeah, they went more cell shaded, and then Budokai 3 went like, I guess it looked clear, even more cell shaded to an extent, if that makes sense. But yeah, Budokai 1 was 3D for real, like fully.
This game and added some non-canon characters. While I was a kid, I didn't have a PS2, so I played a ton of Budokai 2 growing up and became very attached to Dragon World and all the unlocked.
Yes, he's hitting all the points. He's hitting everything.
Unlockables in the game. Now in 2023, 20 years since the initial launch of Budokai 2, I decided to go back on the GameCube and find out how well Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 holds up today.
Me and my brother did play this last year, and I was so mad. I think I talked about it on stream before, but how I whooped him like 3 times in a row with Krillin and on Team Gohan G. I whooped him as Trunks first, so he picked Team Gohan to match my height, and I whooped him 3 times in a row. He won the last one. We did have this thing always as a kid, whoever wins the last one is just a champ. Does not matter, but for this one time, I really started to realize, like, nah, buddy, like, he played like a straight punk, like a straight sissy on that last one. But it's whatever. He lost 3 times in a row. I'm not counting though. I am.
To keep the experience feeling authentic, I went ahead and played through Budokai 2 on my GameCube. All the footage.
Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, I'm emulating it, bro. But that's what I did. I emulated it, and that's how we ran it back because I didn't have a Wii setup.
As you see here of the game is captured through that running through a RetroTink 5X to help give it better image quality. While Budokai 2 makes a few strides over the combat in the original, the biggest difference here is the expanded character roster and the new story mode. As previously mentioned, Dragon World is this game's story mode. Just like many other Dragon Ball video games, a dueling mode is featured here as well. While dueling, players
Videl was actually pretty decent, and I remember I beat him back in the day when he was little one time as Videl on accident, and I realized like she's not terrible, but like I was trying to beat him with Videl again when we first started loading it back up. It was not working. It's not working. He kept getting mad that I was picking it because he's like, bro, you're gonna lose, and I'm like, Videl's actually decent. I kept getting wild. Videl sucked. I don't know what I remembered from when I was little. I did beat him before.
Players fight against their friends or the AI.
I could beat him again. Now as adults, though, with Videl, not with Videl.
Initial character list is pretty small, but as you play through other modes, more characters will be accessible here and in other areas of the game. When battling, you can select custom skill sets, so characters can utilize different abilities and traits. The difficulty of the AI can also be customized, but you'll need to go over to the game's settings menu for that. The World Tournament is the next game mode down the list and is a great place to earn Zenny, the currency of the Dragon Ball world, which can be spent on capsules in the skill store. With players being the currency of the Dragon Ball.
Look at this W family right here. Look at this cool family, bro. Scratch that. Look at this cold family, bro. You see me on the left?
Ball World, which can be spent on capsules in the skill store. When players begin the game, they will only have access to the lowest difficulty level, which doesn't earn you much cash. By completing...
Man, I was grinding up that tournament arc so much to get the breakthrough and to get Tianxia. I was grinding it up so much. Gee.
Specific criteria in the game, you can also purchase higher difficulty levels in the skill shop. For the tournament mode, there's also an unlockable Cell Games rule set, and this has a few differences, such as allowing fusion characters to participate. Even if the Cell Game rules are activated, all of the battles for the World Tournament will take place on the ground stage, where knocking an opponent out of the ring is often the fastest way to get a win. Following the World Tournament is the skill editing page.
Yeah, I was trying to hack the tournament doing that jump, but the AI gets so advanced as you get to the top, especially when you're on a depth or like, man.
The ESS is a signature of the Budokai series that
This
allows
is taking
players
me
to
back to
customize their
Hell's
fighter.
Bro, when I unlocked that move, I remember for the first time when I unlocked that move, I bought that at the same time as Light Grenade. Obviously, I thought Hell's Grenade was going to be better, and it kind of was, but Light Grenade was that move. It's so cool looking, and to this day, if I say the words Light Grenade, like, you have to say it like that. I know I just said it 2 times and I didn't say it like that, so let me run it back. Light Grenade! Light Grenade!
And play the way they want. Abilities such as going Super Saiyan or firing off a Kamehameha need to be unlocked via the skill shop, Dragon World, or Bobbity Spaceship. Fighters have a limited number of skill slots, so you'll want to plan out an effective build for your character. As you progress through the game, more...
The most sissiest move we had do, and he did this when we was running it back a little bit, he had put a Heart Virus on me, bro. That junk is crazy.
Skills will appear in the skill shop.
I can't believe I didn't see him put it on, but I didn't pay attention to him equipping moves. I'm not, you know, a screen looker.
Leave and enter the skill shop, it'll rotate, giving it a gacha-like feel. On the PS2 version of the game, there's actually a glitch that allows you to unlock all the capsules by leaving and re-entering the shop while holding the L2 button. The GameCube version of Budokai 2 came out later, and this was patched and re-entering the shop while holding the L2 button. That allows you to open it a gacha-like feel. On the PS2 version of the game, there's actually a glitch that allows you to unlock all
I'm so mad that this wasn't on GameCube. Because if it was, I absolutely would have known about it. But who knows, this could have ruined the grind of the game for me though. So I'm thankful in hindsight, but I'm mad a little bit. Because it's like, imagine if I knew this and this was on GameCube though. Because you couldn't patch this back in 04, bro. You couldn't. There was no hot fixes, no hot fix update that was about to be applied. My GameCube wasn't even connected to the internet, so if that was on the GameCube version, it was cooked. It's over with.
All the capsules by leaving and re-entering the shop while holding the L2 button. The GameCube version of Budokai 2 came out later.
That's so funny. I adore learning stuff like this. That is so funny. I did not know that, bro. There was no patch. Could you imagine if that? Why am I so upset? Like the kid in me just got upset at it. That's what it is, bro. 8-year-old me just got so frustrated inside, bro. Gotta calm him down, cause like that's crazy, though. Just to think that everything in the shop could have been unlocked, just spamming 2 buttons is crazy.
Later, and this was patched out of the game. Finally, there's the option to swap skills between memory cards. I used this feature to move some skills over from the save file I had growing up to my new one.
I never did this, but
back in the day, this could have been a fun feature to use with friends. Say, for instance, your friend had Super Saiyan 2 for Vegeta, and you wanted it, so you traded them Super Saiyan 2 for Gohan. A few of the really hard to obtain skills, such as breakthrough capsules.
That is crazy. That's so dope. That's so dope. But the homies across the street from us had Budokai 3. We had Budokai 2, so we would go over to their house, play Budokai 3. They would come over to our house, play Budokai 2.
Fusions or something like Super Saiyan 3 are untradeable, so you'll need to unlock them on your own. Like most fighting games, Budokai 2 features a practice mode. If you want to work on nailing a combo that will allow you to unleash an ability.
This was the hyperbolic time chamber for me. Real life as a kid, bro. Real life. I'm talking real deal life. Like, this was the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. I get home from school. My brother outside with his homies are doing work. I'm in here practicing because I'm not about to lose against this nigga again.
This is the best place to go. There's also a tutorial mode here, which will help you get started with the game, but it doesn't fully explain all aspects of combat. One thing I noticed I was missing was there was no explanation for when you get knocked down, you can press a button and jump back instantly. In the training, you take control of Goten and work with various more experienced fighters.
Actually, I did play
nice
this.
flavor dialogue in the training too, as you make your way through it. The final game
Sunset Facts, no patches, and access and back for games are complete.
in mode is Bobity's spaceship. In order to unlock the spaceship, you need to complete Dragon World and find all 7 Dragon Balls along the way.
Bobity's spaceship was so
Then
fun.
you need to wish for Bobity's spaceship from Shenron at the end of the game to access it. The spaceship presents players with several challenges.
I remember the first wish we made was not for Bobity's spaceship, it was for a breakthrough on my character because I really wanted all his moves. If you don't know, breakthrough is all the moves for a character when you equip it. The second time we chose Bobity's spaceship, and it was the smartest thing we did because then after that we could get the other breakthroughs pretty easy.
Completing these challenges will build up the Keeley meter, and as the meter builds, more characters and their abilities will unlock. To play as Deborah, Majin Buu,
The funnest mode was this mode called Deflect though, and it's a game where y'all both one tick, and you shoot a key blast, and you have to keep bouncing it, keep deflecting it, keep parrying it back and forth. Whoever fails dies. No, your key is your health, actually. It's like weird. No, there was another game mode where your key bar is your health. So you have to charge up to stay alive. And if they get a hard enough combo on you, that game mode was fun as a one, dude. That game mode was tripping.
Super Buu, and Kid Buu, you will need to grind in this mode for a fair bit. I found the key reflection challenge to be the fastest Keeley grinding method for me, but I mixed it up so I wouldn't get too bored while unlocking everything the spaceship has to offer. The better you perform in the challenges here, the more Keeley you'll gain. The first challenge is seeing how many times in a row you can beat a character. The enemy only has 1 health bar, but the player's health never resets. Dr. Gero works really well in this challenge, as his life steal
Sagas, I don't know. What you mean? Where'd you ask about that? How far back are you in the stream? I brought that up like, bro, how far back are you in the stream? I picked that up like an hour ago.
It allows you to gain HP back consistently during this stage. Stage 2 is similar, but this time you need to stay alive for as long as possible. I prefer the first one of this, as I tend to lean towards a more aggressive play style. In stage 3, landing as many hits as possible within the time limit will net you points, and finally in stage 4, you reflect as many key blasts as possible within the given time. Between all the game modes, there's quite a bit of content here and a lot to unlock, as the game features many skills and over 30 characters and fusions. There is a fair bit of grinding in the game to get some of the best unlocks, such as breakthrough capsules, fusions, expensive skills, and the content in Bobity's spaceship. Many Dragon Ball games have a story mode that simply retells the story of Dragon Ball Z. This gets very tiresome, as I'm sure many of you
have been using that. I've been using Budokai 2 music the most. As Joe, I have to like consistently try to remind myself if I edit anything or work on anything for Joe to not put in Budokai 2 music, because that's like that's the main Dragon Ball music. I have that whole OST on my thing. It's just good.
Story told dozens of times by now. Budokai 2 roughly follows the storyline from the beginning of Z to the end of it, but there aren't many cutscenes here. Instead,
in Tenkaichi 3s, I have a lot of Tenkaichi 3s. I don't think I have the entire thing though. I should, because Tenkaichi 3 has so much good music, bro. But I have most of it. I know that. But I just know 2, I dang near have the whole thing.
The world takes place on a board game like map. This is a controversial mode, as many seem to prefer the straightforward story modes, or the ones seen in the likes of Budokai 3, which allow you to fly around the world. There are some weird moments in the story mode, such as Frieza.
I never got to play Boo's Fury. You could do that in Boo's Fury. I really wanted this game though. When I was little, I wanted this so bad.
As many seem to prefer the straightforward story modes, or the ones seen.
Legacy of Goku 2 doesn't go to Boo, I don't think, right? So this is the third one, for real. And you could fly around like this.
In the likes of Budokai 3,
I didn't know that. That's
to
so
allow you to
dope.
fly around the world. There are some weird moments in the story.
Maybe I'll stream that.
Mode, such as Frieza coming to Earth first before going to Namek, and Frieza and Cell tagging along with Super Buu in the
where he absorbs Cell. I like your head. I think I'll take it.
Time chamber. But generally, I didn't really mind these differences. The board game layout and features bring more to Dragon World than just having to fight enemies non-stop like you do in many Dragon Ball Z games.
Yes.
Here, you'll want to position your characters strategically, looking for buffs scattered across the map, and planning out specific encounters to unlock characters and abilities you want. For the duration of Dragon World, you're forced to play as Goku, but you also have the option to bring some characters along with you. On the map, Goku is the only character that appears as a 3D model, and all the other characters look like
I used to be so annoyed at that.
board game pieces. They even make a pretty goofy sound too when they jump from one location to the next.
Yeah.
When picking what
Skate, bro. I don't care. It's that game. It's that game out of the trilogy. It's that game.
Characters to bring along with you, it's good to do a little bit of research and see if there's anyone you want to unlock on the stage. To unlock most characters in Dragon World, you need to...
I learned that around like my 3rd or 4th playthrough. You feel me? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many times I really played the game, but like my 3rd or 4th though, like I learned that, like, okay, that sound chunk, chunk, chunk.
To defeat them with specific characters you control. Many times, this just requires the use of Goku to knock the final life bar off.
And you had to beat certain of these stages with a specific character with you to unlock another person, is what he means. Like, it would be like, and I remember learning that from GameWinners.com. Does that site still exist, bro? Bro, Game Winners. Hold on, let me put you on game, bro. I'm gonna post this on my story later to make sure little bro Lincoln sees, because I know he don't know nothing about this, bro. This was the site you went to, bro, when you couldn't afford Game Informer. They shut down 2017. Wow, bro. In October of 2017, Game Winners ceased operations, ending a 22-year run of serving gaming needs of the wider internet. It also marked the end of a 17-year run for the GameWinners.com community. Formed many friendships, helped establish relationships. It was with a heavy heart that we closed our doors in 2017, and it remained a sad point for those community members impacted. Just prior to the close of Game Winners community, several groups were formed on various websites and platforms. A Reddit, Facebook group, Discord server. Okay. That members could keep in touch without the community. Methods. Bro, these methods proved not to be terribly popular. As time went on, many members started to fall away from one another, but efforts were still taken to keep as much of the community together as possible. In June 2023, members of former Game Winners community founded GWForums.com, a brand new community for members of GameWinners.com and brand new members as well. It is a simple community with a warm, welcoming, and fun environment. We invite each and every one of you to come join this community, catch up with past members, relive some of the glory days of the community, otherwise interact and have fun. The community has grown far faster and larger than any of the founding members could have predicted. We thank each and every member that has taken a time to register and participate. GW Forums is a home for a community that truly, desperately needs it. Come join us. Okay, and at least got positive towards the end, because reading that got to be a little bit, because like it wasn't even like being on the forums and stuff was where I got info. This site was just like had everything on each game. Like you would just search a game via letter, and then like you get all the cheat codes, you get like all the hints. Like it breaks down what you need to do for certain things. It's such a great site, bro. Like this was the site we would go to, and I remember like, you gotta remember, bro, 2007, 2008, most houses just had one computer. So like if you had your homies' houses or what's the name, y'all in the basement on the computer like looking at Game Winners, bro. We would, because I mean, like me and my brother put everybody on to it. I ain't trying to brag, but like we was the ones, you feel me? He put me on to it, can't lie. But still, GW Forums. I just really wish I could just get a look at the old site again, like to really show it. Am I not? Bro, I'm not trying to sign in again right now. I'll do that later. I'll follow though. Whoops. Speaking of Lucas, I'll follow it though.
enemy. An example of me making a big
But game winners would tell me what like you gotta play through, and I remember being like, dang bro, realizing I gotta beat the whole thing again to get back to this section and play this shit.
mistake on my first run was that I defeated Vegeta on,
But it added to the replayability.
just requires the use of Goku to knock the final life bar off the enemy. An example of me making a big mistake on my first run, knock the final life bar off the
Not true. Not true. I hope he mentions this. I'm gonna give him time to cook. But this is not always true.
characters you control. Many times
Bro, it really sounded like, oh, hold on. Actually, that's not true. Oh, bro.
this just requires the use of Goku to knock the final life bar off the enemy. An example of me making a big mistake on my first run was that I defeated Vegeta on Namek with Piccolo. However, if you want to unlock Vegeta, you need to beat him here with Goku. This meant for my whole first playthrough, I didn't have access to him, and I needed to get him on my second run. If instead you wanted to unlock future Trunks, you need to beat Vegeta here for the final time with Kid Trunks instead. It's plain to see from the design of Dragon World, they wanted it to be very replayable. There's a decent number of characters you can't unlock unless you start a second run. Overall, it took me around 2.5 runs through Dragon World to unlock all the characters you can get from here. This wasn't quite optimized though. Here are some examples of matchups to unlock specific characters. Adult Gohan versus Cell gets you Teen Gohan, Krillin versus 18 gets you Android 18, and Great Saiyaman versus Boo gets you Hercule. Picking specific
You get them to kiss over there. That's the animation it does. I really wish that Goku was the only 3D model, G. We all agree. We all tweak out on Kid Buu fight at the end of Absurd Gohan Majin Buu. Wait. On this game? Yes. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I said this on like an Insta post a while ago. I think I posted on my story. Gee, when they said like it was one of them posts where it was like, "What's the hardest boss you've ever fighting in a game?" To this day, I don't care. Yeah, okay. Listen, I'm planning to beat Elden Ring and Lies of P on stream this year. Okay, I'm willing to bet even after I beat those games, nothing is still going to have me as stressed out and mad as I was losing to Kid Buu in this game. I'm telling you, Kid Buu in the
18 gets you Android 18, and Great Saiyaman versus Boo gets you Hercule.
I would need a lot of practice back on the game to beat him now. Like, I couldn't even hop back on that game as an adult and do it. Like, I was getting murked as a kid, but I think I'd have to really be locked in to be
Picking specific matchups extends beyond just unlocking characters though. Say for instance you want Super Saiyan on Vegeta, well you might be able to buy it from the skill shop, or you could beat Frieza for the final time on Namek with Vegeta, unlocking Super Saiyan for him. Kid Buu's the final boss of the game, and if you beat him with a character, there's a pretty good chance it'll unlock the ultimate attack for that character as well. In some instances...
Say that when you lose it to Millennia for the 58th time? Okay, you think I'm cussing that? Cause why that number? And off rip, like, what's up with you? What do you take me as? You're supposed to be the homie. What you, come on, man. Come on, Div Sippy. Come on now, buddy.
It's between two characters will initiate a...
Bro thinks I'm Kai. It's crazy.
Small cutscene, and this just takes place as dialogue between the two characters.
I like these.
Typically, these dialogues happen when the characters would actually encounter each other in the original story of Dragon Ball Z.
I guess that makes you dead. So garbage.
All of this
bro, that's such a terrible line. Because Millennia is hard as F. She took me over 50 times to beat. Oh, okay. So that means it took Kai like 300. Okay, valid then, Axel. My fault. Then hold on. Y'all heard?
It's
Can we talk about what Super Buu just said?
I guess it makes you
Lee.
No, I guess it makes you dead.
All of
But he was not cooking. That just reminds me. What the heck is this? POV, you're recovering in a healing pod? Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. That just reminds me. Rewatching these movies because, you know, these my folks for real. Like, these my OGs, bro. Miss them. Bro, Michael, this movie is what made me like Halle Berry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry, Halle Berry, Halle Berry, Halle Berry, Halle Berry. But what was she, bro? I'm not blaming her. Look, I blame the writers, because what was they owe for this?
Don't you people ever die!
Tell me if my stream gets clapped. Tell me if the stream gets clapped. Look at her snapping. Look, she got her aura is so cold all the way up right here, right? Aura still cold. Aura still cold. Look, she's hurt. She's hurt through this whole scene until wait. Gross. Look, let's not act like the aura ain't cold. Look at her. Look at her, G. Look at her.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
Cold, cold, still cold.
The same thing that happens to everything else.
What? 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 Why did they ruin all of, like, she had immense steez to this, maybe not steez, but it was like, she had immense, like, I don't know, man. Her energy was so clean all the way up to that point. Like, what was that lie, bro? Axel, Sal, you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Axel, Sal. Sal, you know what happens to an axle when it's struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. But I still agree Storm number threat in X-Men, and maybe Logan number 2. You saying Storm is number 1? Yeah. Yeah, if we being honest, bro, I think this cast was ahead of their time. I think the movies themselves was ahead of their time. I genuinely never, the adult me speaking, the movies were corny in terms of like, they're still enjoyable watches to me. I think the casting was like phenomenal though, low key. Maybe I'm glazing too much with that one. I think the casting was so on point though. And I think it deserves to be respected way more. I think it's far too disrespected. You know? Yeah. Halle Berry was just such a great pick. Hugh Jackman is such a great pick. I think even the 2 they chose Cyclops and Jean, because maybe that's because of how I personally view Cyclops and Jean, but like, ooh, and then like Iceman, Pyro, like good actors. I just think like they were ahead of their time because visual effect wise, you couldn't do as much. And on top of that, like superhero movies are still being taken as jokes back then. Blade, X-Men, Blade, Batman, Spider-Man, and X-Men are the first movies that started to be produced seriously. Look at this. She walked out so clean to say this.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
And we never seen the nigga again. He vanished for the rest of the entire franchise. That was his last scene. He didn't even die. He just got sent into the ocean, bro. I can't say the rest of the franchise now, but I can't say why because I don't want to spoil nothing. Phoenix number 3, but if you had to choose who would win out of the 3 if they snapped, maybe Storm, but Logan regenerative abilities is crazy. Oh yeah, no, Logan's taking out them 3. Yes. Let's not, yeah. Copyright. Yeah. This is how I'm gonna be in October, so I'm gonna like this. Why is this the most replayed part, right? Actually, a satisfying sound. Bro, no, he should try to make a POV where it's like inside Frieza's ship. That would be so funny.
This creates value for subsequent runs of Dragon World, as there's a lot of experimentation you can do just by mixing up the characters you pick. On the game board, characters have a health meter next to their name. Losing drops the meter by 1 notch, but if a character loses consecutive battles
I'm gonna disappear for a bit.
Each battle beyond the first will drop the health meter by 2 notches. Characters,
but I'll be going in October.
Loses consecutive battles on the same turn, each battle beyond the first will drop the health meter by 2 notches. Characters are KO'd and removed from the map once they run out of HP. When a character loses in battle, they're also flung away from their opponents on the board. If the character is unfortunate enough,
I think your ears would pop off just for being technically underwater for so long.
It can even be flung right into another enemy. If you're aiming to unlock a specific character, you need to be sure to beat the enemy for the final time with the right fighter, as I previously mentioned. The health meter can be increased for both players and enemies by landing on a Dende spot. Attempting to optimize character placement for maximum damage
used to annoy me so much, bro, because Kid Buu would get his lives back going to Dende. It was insane.
To the enemy's health meter
if you ran
fun.
away.
However, when enemies camp on the Dende square and gain tons of health, it can be a chore beating them down repeatedly.
Yeah.
A few boss characters in the game are very difficult, such as Kid Buu.
Yes. I'll let him talk. Yeah.
In these encounters, it's likely you won't win on your first bout. Fortunately, when facing the enemy again, they will have the same amount of health as they did at the end of their previous battle.
Which makes it
While
easy.
I enjoy Dragon World, characters like Frieza, Cell, the Cybermen, and Cell Jr. appear far too many times during the different stages, so expect to fight them a lot during each run of Dragon World. Additionally, while you can bring other Z fighters along with you, on your first run through Dragon World, expect to play as Goku a lot, which can become fatiguing. Beyond the Dende spots, there are other special locations and items on the map. At any location, characters can spend their turn searching the spot for hidden items. These items vary from Zenny to stat buffs that last the duration of the stage, skill capsules, and Dragon Balls. There are 7 Dragon Balls hidden across the 9 story stages, which gives the character many opportunities to acquire them. To find them, the Dragon Radar needs to be picked up. It will point you in the direction of the Dragon Balls on the map.
I just try to like load up Dragon World, walk around, and just search every spot to find as many items as possible.
A few of the stages, such as Stage 5, it can be difficult to obtain the Dragon Balls and successfully complete the stage.
You can find the Senzu Beam in the ground.
I recommend you skip the Dragon Ball on that stage, and on the next stage there might be 2. On my second Dragon World run, one of the stages even had 3 Dragon Balls on it.
Yeah.
If you have all 7 Dragon Balls at the end of the campaign, you can make one of 3 wishes to Shenron. The choices are randomized, but on your first run, you should have access to Bobity's spaceship. Other options are breakthrough skills, which can be equipped to specific characters, give them access to all their personal skills. This is really great for characters like Goku, who have a ton of skills and can't possibly equip them all at once otherwise. Unique fusions can also be obtained, but there's a ton of grinding involved in getting them.
It took me a long time though to realize that like breakthroughs were only useful in Goku, Vegeta, and like maybe Gohan. Like they have the most moves.
For instance, there's Gokyo, the fusion between Goku and Hercule, and Tien Sha, the fusion between Tien and Yamcha. These are non-canon, but for both of these, you need the breakthrough capsules for both of the characters involved in the fusion, which means completing Dragon World 2 times, and also getting lucky enough to have the opportunity to get the breakthrough capsules for the characters you want. Canon fusions such as Gotenks are acquired just by playing through Dragon World, and Vegito is acquired during the Super Boost stage if you can obtain the Potara on the map and meet up with Vegeta. Fusion was not a feature of the first game, and fans of the series tend to love fusion characters. The ability to fuse and the expanded character roster both greatly attributed to my love for this game growing up, as the original game didn't have a lot of my favorite characters in it. Attributed to my love for this game growing
that
up.
original game character select screen though, this is clean. I did not remember how good it looked. This is such a cool character select screen though. The cute little drawings of them on the bottom. I did not remember it. I remember it a little bit because I remember when Hercule was unlocked. When he was a locked character, it just said something like champ or something like that. Or maybe not, but like it was hard to tell who it was. He looked cool as a locked character. That's what I remember.
The original game didn't have a lot of my favorite characters in it. Jumping back to the map features, The fusion was not a feature of the first game, and fans of the series tend to love fusion characters. The ability to fuse and the expanded character roster both greatly attributed to my love for this game growing up, as the original game didn't have a lot of my favorite characters.
Super Boost fusions though.
Jumping back to the map features, there are some locations with special icons listed next to them that cause effects in battle. These can be things like being unable to block in battle, having no energy for special attacks, and having your health constantly drained. You can use some of these spots to your advantage, as the AI loves to block, so on the unblockable location you can just go all out. Teleporting spots also exist and will warp you around the map. The hyperbolic time chamber stage makes liberal use of this feature, and you'll want to go through all the routes to get the unlockables there. If you want to raise the strength of your fighters, you can also move them onto the same tile to potentially give them buffs. Depending on the characters, one, both, or neither of them will gain stat boosts from the meetup. A fun example of this is when Gotenks and Piccolo land on the same spot. Gotenks will get large stat buffs, while Piccolo will actually get slightly debuffed. One of the final map features worth mentioning is a rare item that will let your character move additional spaces. This is a very powerful item, but it's exceptionally rare, and if the enemy gets to move additional spaces. One of the final map features worth mentioning is a rare item that will let your character move additional spaces. This is a very powerful item, but it's exceptionally rare, and if the enemy gets a hold of it, it can be a real headache. In the end, I'd say Dragon World feels pretty balanced overall. The first one will be the most difficult, as you haven't unlocked many skills for your characters. Coming in for subsequent runs feels pretty rewarding, as you should be relatively kitted out. There are a few more difficult fights against the notable antagonists in the series, but the Kid Buu fight during the last stage is straight up bullshit. He's hyper aggressive, has tons of health, and seems to have his difficulty level turned up compared to every other enemy in the game. This is a great time to talk about the gameplay and more about the ESS system, as using the heart disease skill and the heart disease vaccine skill are the best ways to game the system and beat characters like Kid Buu.
We did do that. I was just about to say, how did we never think of that? But now we did. We did. We did to beat him. But you know what's crazy, bro? We could not beat Kid Buu. Our first couple times around, our cousin come over, grabbed the remote. He's like, yeah, bro, Kid Buu is my favorite character, like, who I play. Like, I didn't know. He's like, bro, Matthew, we didn't know you played this. He's like, yeah, Kid Buu, like, that's his main. This dude sat down, almost lost, but beat Kid Buu first try. I was never so shocked in my life at that point. Like, I was just stunned staring at the TV like, gee, no, you didn't. Just, what? I looked at my cousin whole different, bro. That was such an amazing moment.
Budokai 2 is a relatively basic fighting game. Don't expect to find the complexity and depth of games like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Street Fighter.
Actually,
here. As far as basics go, characters can punch, kick, grab, charge attack, and shoot ki blasts.
Real, Axel. Like, oh, I was in shock, bro. I was like the Black Miles Morales meme, like, Black Miles Morales. Miles Morales is black. The black dude meme, though, of Miles Morales.
Special attacks can be executed by doing a melee combo, then pressing the energy button. This is typically a string of punches and kicks with a few directional attacks thrown in here or there. A few special attacks have a variety of combos you can use to activate them. One change to the combat compared to the original Budokai is the ability to fire off some special attacks at a distance without using a combo. For example, on Vegito, he can press 4 and the energy button at the same time to use the Kamehameha, and while he's Super Saiyan, he can press backwards and the energy button at the same time for another special attack. Some special attacks prompt both players to press a energy button at the same time to use the Kamehameha.
My brother was so good at this.
And while he's Super Saiyan, he can press back.
That just transformed right there. That negates that is like power armor against any hit, and it will knock you down. So he'll wait till I charge at him to just transform right when I get to him, and then come.
Backwards and the energy button at the same time for another special attack. Some special attacks prompt both players to press a button in a guessing game. If the defender can guess the attacker's button, they dodge the second half.
He used to really try to act like he didn't need to look at my remote. He would not get it right. He would have to look at my remote. He tried so hard to like sneak him up, look at my remote when we do these games.
With the attack and end in a favorable position. There are also special attacks that require the joysticks to be spun as fast as possible to build up energy. If the meter can be filled up all the way, the attack will be more powerful. This can also be done for deflecting deflecting some super attacks.
Vegeta's Big Bang attack was the best.
During a deflection, if you could end above halfway on the meter, you won't take as much damage, but both players will be spinning their sticks during this like a tug of war. These minigames are brutal on the GameCube's thumbstick and C-stick, and I destroyed the original ones on my Wavebird when I was playing Budokai 2 as a kid. Rotating both sticks simultaneously is the way to go here. I used to put my Wavebird on the carpet and rotate it like a madman.
Bro, my mom came downstairs one time when me and my brother was both in the red bar. We was fighting, I think I was Goku. I think I was Gotenks. He was Vegeta. We was both in the red, or I was in the yellow, he was in the red. He did me with a Big Bang attack, and I needed that bar to be under half so that I could survive and win. Gee, when I tell you, you prop the remote up on your knee. Bro, my mom's came downstairs doing laundry, and she just see us just, I was just imagining the sound of the sticks just, and we was just going stupid. She thought something was wrong with us. To
always win this minigame, which resulted in my thumbstick and C-stick looking like this. It also didn't help that on the loading screens, if you spin both of the sticks, you can make Master Roshi fly around the screen.
We can do that before every fight.
When it comes to movement, you can freely move forward or backwards and follow enemies into the air if they're knocked up there first. Fighters can also dash and
I'm just thinking how we looked in the seats like this. Talk about some. I just snatched. Ow, ouch, that hurt. Bro, we looked so stupid. We had to look stupid. Now I'm gonna look back at the stream to really see how we looked. But like, I'm not gonna mess up my remote, bro. I am. Looking for something again. Oh look, I just want to really like the thorough like feel, bro. I'm trying to think. So I gotta be from a distance. We up in that boy like this. We up in that boy like this. Bro, that joke is so intense. That joke is so intense, bro. That joke is so intense. You don't want to lose. You don't want to lose, bro. I snatched out my whole. Hold on, bro. What? Hold on. I got you with the reenactment. Right here. Check me out. Vegeta's Big Bang attack, though, before we watch it, Vegeta's Big Bang attack has the coolest win sequence. That's why his is the best. Because when he's the only one, when I lost, Vegeta was one of my brother's characters. When I would lose against it, the push battle, I would be upset. I wouldn't be that mad because I like what Vegeta does, bro. It's so cool. Hit that. Oh. This booty got 3, bro. That's a problem, but I need booty got 2, bro. It's quality. Why does this look so good? This is why you do gotta appreciate some emulators, because this dude said the graphical upgrade from Budokai 1 and 2 is actually insane. It did not look like this. It did not look as clean as this. This is too crispy. This is easily upscaled. Am I tweaking? This is not how good it looks. What are we talking about? Nah, this detail's insane. This is upscaled. Here we go. I remembered this fool was about to kill me if I didn't sit here and just... to lose. I didn't lose it. That joke is so hard. It's that the music is really loud. He put this music over it. But when you just hear Vegeta scream that afterward, you can't help but be like, he cold. He cold. Hold on, no. One more time right here. Now I hear how it sounds. I hear how it sounds. That joint kind of loud. That joint kind of loud. It's a workout. It's a workout, bro. I feel like Rick Ross right now. I feel like Rick Ross, bro. That's you. I'ma eat it. When it came to the battles, bro, when it came to them push battles, I ain't gonna run away scared, bro. Even if I'm on red health and he pretty much got me killed anyway. I'm not gonna not fight. That's you. I'ma eat it. Pause. Bro, why he look like you gonna stab somebody? Okay, let me get sidetracked.
Rotate around the arena, allowing them to dodge attacks such as a Kamehameha. Many attacks and combos will result in characters being thrown back and knocked down. If you press a button at the right time when your character hits the ground, they'll flip back up, getting you back into combat ASAP. I've mentioned the ESS a few times in this video already, but now it's time to go in depth. The ESS is
Hold on, actually, these kind of clean, bro. Can I show these? You said no? My fault. Those kind of clean.
One of the fundamental features that makes the Budokai series so special. If you want to have your future Trunks be a physical attacking beast, you can do it. If you want your Teen Gohan firing off Kamehamehas that will evaporate the enemy's health bar, you can do it. And if you want to give your opponent viral heart disease while you have the vaccine, you can also do that. This RPG-like customization adds greatly to the replay value of the games, as it encourages players to
they look good though.
Experiment with their builds. One unfortunate aspect of the ESS though is that while you're customizing your skills, you can't see the abilities in all the screens. This means you'll have to know them ahead of time. In some areas like the campaign, you can see the skill descriptions, but in the dueling screens, you can't press Y or anything to get more information about the skills you're equipping. Each character in the game has specific skills. For instance, Goku has access to the Spirit Bomb, Frieza has the Death Beam, and so on. And then there's also more generic skills. For the more generic skills, sometimes it'll be limited to groups of characters, or everybody can use them.
Never really use those,
Most skills take up one slot, but a few of the more powerful ones are balanced so they occupy more. All characters' special attacks just take up one slot, but if you have multiple versions of that attack, you can stack them to do enhanced damage on.
The hardest thing, right, is there's a skill set in here called sparking. Y'all remember what sparking was? Sparking gives you more zenny. You get more money for beating the tournaments. But there was Sparking 1, Sparking 2, Sparking 3, Sparking 4, Sparking 5. In each one stacks more on top of the other one. So Sparking 2 takes up 2 slots, Sparking 1 takes up 1 slot. Increases the amount of money you make by like 2,000 zenny. Sparking 2 takes up 2 slots, increases it by like 4,000 or 5,000. Sparking 3, 6, but it stacks on top of. So you have your whole thing sparking. You have no moves though. That's when the tournament was the hardest. I don't think I ever beat it on the hardest mode with all sparking. I need some type of moves. I need a Kamehameha. I need a warp. Like I think I'd be able to beat the tournament on the hardest with mostly sparking and just Goku with warp Kamehameha. I at least need warp Kamehameha. I could deal without a regular Kamehameha, bro. But I needed some special move to do a lot of damage, and it was quick. Warp Kamehameha, which is right here on the screen, was the easiest executed move in this game.
And then there's also more generic skills.
That and Final Flash.
For the more generic skills, sometimes it'll be limited to groups of characters, or everybody can use them. Most skills take up 1 slot, but a few of the more powerful ones are balanced so they occupy more. All characters' special attacks just take up 1 slot, but if you have multiple versions of that attack, you can stack them to do enhanced damage on it. Transformations
Spam
and
that.
fusions are also considered skills. Transformations buff your character's stats while transformed, but they can end up
F-17
occupying
fit
kind
kinda
of
clean, I don't
slots.
remember that
For Goku, you need to equip Kaioken, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 2 to even have the option to equip Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Since this takes up a ton of
That's why you need breakthrough for Goku.
slots, it's pretty useful to just use breakthrough skills, which are unlocked via Shenron. These will take up all your slots, but it gives you access to all that character's personal skills. So for characters like Goku and Gohan, it's really nice since they have a lot of transformations, and this will give them access to all their skills and their transformations at once. Fusions are kind of similar to breakthrough capsules as they take up all the skill slots. In combat, your character must perform a combo and then launch a fusion like
But fusions is alright because like you still have some moves before you fuse.
any other special attack. The Fusion Dance and the Potara Fusion have separate minigames you must go through to successfully fuse. If you're successful with the Potara version, your characters will permanently fuse and get massive buffs. If you're successful with the Fusion Dance, your characters will also fuse and gain unlimited energy, but the fusion is limited by a bar that ticks down on your energy meter. When this bar hits 0, you'll remain fused until your character is knocked down. Fusion Dance characters are actually pretty insane in this game.
I forgot about the
You can just go Super Saiyan 3 right away.
You can stay in it even when the timer's out. It's just if you get knocked down and stay down.
The Goten.
Like that Goten should have definitely been knocked out of it right there. He laid down too long.
It will drain your meter faster, but you can just spam super attacks non-stop. When it comes to the more generic skills, many of them simply offer offensive or defensive stat increases, often with requirements like, if your health drops below 50%, trigger this passive ability. There are also more unique capsules like having automatic key blast deflection and senzu beans, which heal your character upon dying, giving you a second chance. The Vara Heart Disease skill is also a generic skill that anybody can equip, and it's very powerful. When it's equipped, this skill will constantly drain both players' health bars. This can then be negated by equipping the Heart Virus Vaccine on your player. This way only the enemy's health bar will drain. Using this in Dragon World or the World Tournament trivializes many fights, so I really only used this combination when I was getting annoyed or grinding for Zenny. I also recommend using this combination against Kid Buu at the end of Dragon World since he's really difficult and has a ton of health. This will give you a slight edge over him there.
Yeah, you have to use
I've been spending many hours this year
I
playing.
remember back in Budokai 3, I would always get through breakthrough skills for Goku and Rock Super Saiyan 4 during the story, of course.
Budokai 2, I can safely say the game's still a blast. The Budokai series ESS system's really a gem, and I don't think the success of it has quite been replicated in another Dragon Ball game.
It hasn't,
While some
bro.
hate
It's
Budokai 2 for
unique
Dragon World,
to the
I have a
series.
lot of nostalgia associated with it, and had a great time running through it several times. For me, the biggest issue with Budokai 2 is there's too much grinding involved for certain skills. Obtaining breakthrough capsules is a serious endeavor, and while Bobity's spaceship is a nice change of pace,
it's too much now. I agree with dude, but it's too much now. Back then, you would not complain that a game wants you to do more to unlock something. Like, it wasn't too much, like you just wanted to play through the game.
at first, it gets old pretty fast. It's a shame that Budokai 2 wasn't included in the HD collection because
that's why I never got this game. That's why I never got this game.
Playing this game on a PS2 or a GameCube might
and
be
I first learned that at Axel's house, G, because I was like, hold on, they dropped the HD collection. I don't remember if you had it, Axel, or whatever, but I was looking at it at your house, and I was like, bro, I gotta get this. But of course, it was
for some people because a lot of TVs nowadays don't have the ports necessary and just have HDMI ports instead, so that means you would need to figure out how to convert that analog signal into a digital one. To keep things simple, I definitely just recommend checking out the game via an emulator such as Dolphin.
So that's what this was. It's the HD collection. I'm tweaking. I never really played the HD one. I should. That's why I'm like, this is upscaled. This is the HD collection. Bro, Cell's Spirit Bomb looks so cool.
If you never got the opportunity to play it before, or if you want to get a nostalgic kick like I did. If you made it all the way to the end here, I really appreciate it, as these videos take a long time to make. I'll be making retrospectives on plenty of other titles in the future here, so subscribe.
Great video, bro. Great video. Budokai 2. It's an all-time great. It's an all-time great, bro. That's valid, right? Budokai 2 is an all-time great. It is. I don't think any of us will argue that in here, right? Yeah, I know. I do know that. I do know that. He also has a video called Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition is Timeless.
Got something that might interest you.
I can't watch this yet because I'm planning to.
Resident Evil 4.
Oh, over here, stranger. When discussing the highest rated games of all time, Resident
To be honest, he's making me want to do my Resident Evil 4 playthrough of the Wii. I'll do it on the Wii edition.
Evil 4 is commonly on the list. Originally released for the Nintendo GameCube in 2005, the game has been ported to seemingly every platform in existence since.
It's funny that the first Resident Evil I played was 5 though.
Then. It's not a surprise the game's been re-released so many times, as it's very iconic and set the blueprint for third-person shooters going forward. During the GameCube era, Capcom and Nintendo had a very strong relationship, so it makes sense that the game would release on the Wii just a few months after the release of the system. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition makes full use of the system's unique motion controls, as you can use it to aim on weapons.
This looks like this is fun with the Wii. I'd have to get my Wii remote and everything. This actually looks fun with the Wii.
And
No
perform
joke.
actions like swinging his knife.
I liked a lot of Wii games though.
While motion controls aren't for everyone, they're very well implemented here and actually make the game easier overall compared to some of the other version, as the motion controls are so fast and accurate, it's easier than using an analog stick. If you have a chance to play this version of the game, I definitely recommend trying the motion controls out first.
Can I set it up through my emulator? Can I set it up through Dolphin? Cause look, bro, check me out, bro. Like, hold on, bro. We gotta do some shopping. We gotta do some shopping. We gotta do some shopping. We gotta do some shopping right quick. $24? How we feeling? Axel, how we feeling? So how we feeling? I just go ahead and cop this for $25 right quick. I got the Wii under my bed right now. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up in here. Like, to be honest, bro, how would I do this? I don't know how I would record a playthrough. This would be my first playthrough on some Wii control stuff. Frequently bought together. Oh, I forgot about these. That would make it so much more fun. I never had the Wii pistols, bro. I wanted them though. Every kid wanted them. Bro, I don't even remember these. What was these? I don't remember this. With the nunchuck in it. Axel said, go ahead. To be honest, I'd rather get the pistol than this. What you think? The Zapper gun or the pistol gun? I'd rather have the pistols. Real talk. Even though the Zapper seems better, because you have the nunchuck with it, more movement. Pretty much the Zapper just has a holster for the nunchuck. They're the same thing. But I'm guessing with this right here, you have the gun, but the nunchuck is still connected separately to it. Or like you would to, like you're holding it one pistol and then the nunchuck in the other hand, which I'm cool with that, bro. I'll be in that boy. Bro, I really want to watch this video, but I'm gonna be real. We're gonna say this because I still have no idea what really happens in Resident Evil 4. So I like to keep that as fresh as possible. We'll put it in the stream watches though.
But if you don't like them, you can still fall back to the Wii Classic Remote to play the game in a more traditional control method.
Cause it's like I can still just play the Wii mode, the Wii version. Huh. Okay. Hold on. M Enterprises has another Heat video looking the problem with the Batman family. Oh man. Axel, bro, you need to see Crisis on Infinite Earths, bro. I watched all 3 parts. It is something, man. Remembering Transformers War for Cybertron. We're watching this right now.
Do you remember Transformers War
I don't like how this stream has been a straight nostalgia trip. I don't like this. But I kind of do. I miss my oldest brother, bro. Put me onto a lot of stuff. You mean the one with the crime syndicate? No, buddy. But the crime syndicate's in this one too. So both of them have the crime syndicate. Let me ask you this since you're here. The new designs, I do like her suit, but I like the Crisis on Two Earths Superwoman more than the Crisis on Infinite Earths. You're talking about two Earths, I'm guessing. Right here. You're talking about they're right here. So I'll just mainly show you Superwoman's design, because obviously it's the OG. This is how she looks in Infinite Earths. I'm gonna be honest, I do like the fit. You have to see the whole fit. The fit is kind of clean with the cape and jump. Wait, what you saying? Yeah, too, exactly. Hold on, I kind of said a lot. This, I'm guessing you saying yeah to this one, right? You're thinking of Two Earths. Yeah, I like the. Oh yeah, Supergirl does look good. Right here. No, G, you need to watch it though. Like you have to watch all three parts. Actually, I can't, because if I tell you right now, I don't know if you want me to spoil it. 3 does something, and 3 got me because of the events that just happened in my life. 3 almost got me seriously like sad on some junk. Like not even like sad, just seriously like, dang, bro, it had me like that. Like dang. But it was hard though, and I actually messed with it. I think part 1 was kind of dicey with how they went about it, and 2 was part 1 was messy. Part 2 got clear. That was the point, and then 3 brought it all home. He brought it all home. When I tell you, actually, we see I watched it on Movies Joy. Hold on, I probably shouldn't say that. Allegedly. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. When I tell you we saw I want to tell you so bad. Hearing Kevin Conroy's voice for the last time. Man, it was cool. And it was and then we see, yeah, like Justice League Unlimited, bro. Yeah, you just gotta watch it, because explaining it to you, especially via parts, this is such a cool image. She looked good. I did like it. She doesn't look as good as Crisis on Two Earths though, but the fit is a little bit harder. I cannot lie. I'm gonna save this image. I think it's actually a clean photo. Was I just caught in 4K? Yeah. Alright, I supposed to turn off. Didn't even end up playing anything. Didn't even end up playing anything, bro. We watched stuff this whole stream. I'm closing this. Looks like though we're gonna be playing the Wii version. If I can. But let's watch this, because we just went from one GOAT game, and it's like I feel like I should save this one for another stream, but I'm probably gonna watch this again the next stream. This game was so phenomenal too. I asked my pops. This is the first game I ever asked my pops for some DLC in. He just said yeah right away and let me buy it. Like, he actually was just down with it. He was right next to me downstairs on his computer. I'm playing the game. I'm like, bro, I just really wanted Jazz, because when he transforms, he breakdances and it's so clean. And I play Scout mainly in the game. I like Jazz as my Scout. But my pops actually caught me just Jazz. That was so
For
dope.
Cybertron, this darker, more adult Transformer game really shocked people with its solid gameplay and visuals. War for Cybertron was developed by High Moon Studios. It was released in 2010 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Windows PC. So you have a few options.
Dude, this dude has 1.5k subs. The quality on this video is immaculate. How does he only have 1.5k subs? This has to be a glitch. YouTube's bugging. Someone said watching this after I purchased both War for Cybertron and Fall Cybertron for the PS3 off eBay. I'm so stoked to play this again. You know what's crazy? I have War for Cybertron digitally on 360. That's on my account forever, I believe. And they just shut down the 360 marketplace, G. So I don't even know if I can go check that. But you know what I just got? Shout out Cam. But this I never had got Fall. And now I own Fall. I never got to own Fall. I was too young, I didn't have a job. And it was just a miracle I had War for Cybertron. But now, as of 2024, I have all of Cybertron. Man, bro. And it's not on backwards compat, so I had to run that on the 360. I tested it already.
Looking for a physical copy. As of right now, there is no current way to purchase a digital version. That's on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live.
I literally can't purchase these games anymore. So that's why I'm just glad I have it. I'm just glad I have it.
Even Steam.
And the saddest part though is, I really wish this was the Xbox One edition. I'm gonna try to find a GameStop selling it.
That's because the contract between Hasbro and Activision expired back in 2018. The story takes place.
And I had it in my cart all 2017. Went back to buy it in 2019.
It's on Cybertron during the civil war between the Autobots and the Decepticons. Megatron is looking to steal Dark Energon, use it to corrupt everything.
Why it took me so long to buy it? Not really a specific reason, but like, it was $50. Never went on sale. This 2017 actually. This is like me and you. We was broke. I was broke. Like,
it gets in his way and take control over Cybertron. You are able to pick between both factions from the start, but I would recommend playing through the Decepticon campaign first, as it sets up the whole plot. As much as you might like the Autobots, picking their campaign first might leave you a little confused on what's going on.
That is true.
War for Cybertron has...
Because that's what I did. That is true. That's actually very true.
Plenty of detailed CGI and in-game cutscenes. These help keep the story exciting as you make...
Actually, I ain't gonna lie, bro. One day, I think it'd be really dope. Me and you play through this. Yeah. We first out of high school.
Your way through this 10-chapter campaign. War for Cybertron is a typical third-person shooter that has like a Gears of War kind of feel to it, but without all that cool cover mechanics. When picking your character, there's a good amount of Autobots and Decepticons to choose from. If you don't find your favorite Transformer, you should at least be able to find your second favorite.
Oh, each dude has 1.5k subs. If this video has 52 likes. I'm only a minute in out of 6, and this video is like so well done.
Character has its own special abilities that take some energy to charge up. Once fully charged, characters like Megatron can siphon life out of nearby enemies, and Optimus Prime is able to boost morale, which reduces damage taken. Seeing as this is a Transformers game, you do have the ability to transform into vehicles. Optimus Prime turns into a sleek semi-truck, while Megatron turns into an aggressive-looking tank. There are a few moments where you'll get to enjoy playing as Starscream, Jetfire, or one of the other flying Transformers. Transforming feels snappy and doesn't slow down gameplay. I just wish it didn't feel like an afterthought. There doesn't seem to be much.
Splitstream you get to unlock, I think, through DLC. She's cool and all that, but I think it was Skywarp, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp.
Use for it besides a few driving sequences that are really short. I tried transforming in combat so I could run over enemies like in Transformers 2004, but it didn't seem worth it. I just ended up taking a lot of unneeded damage. The flying stages, on the other hand, make really good use.
I never played Transformers 2004.
So the ability to transform into jets. Controlling yourself in flight mode feels really good, like there's some weight to the jet. This helps you not crash into obstacles or walls, and leads to some really cool firefights once you feel comfortable flying.
Yeah.
It's a shame that there are only 2 chapters where you can pick flying Transformers. I really wish there were more. There's a decent variety of weapons to choose from, which helps keep the game interesting. Weapons can be found in chests, picked up off the ground. There are some bigger enemies that drop heavy weapons on death. I'd recommend grabbing these when possible. They have plenty of ammo and hit really hard.
Yeah, these
definitely
things
give
are
each weapon a shot,
like,
even if you think you won't like.
Those guns actually was like the equivalent of like the turret in Halo and ripping the turret off. That's exactly what it was.
You never know what certain weapon can fit your gaming style. Like besides, there's always a new weapon to swap between every few rooms. That being said, I couldn't stand the shotgun type weapons. I gravitated more towards the machine guns and the detonation grenade launcher. One thing I noticed is ammo can be hard to come by in a few spots, but you do have a powerful melee attack. The only problem is it's just a single swing. It's an all or nothing type of attack. Honestly, I wish you had a few more follow-up swings. Meleeing would feel a lot better if you could combo different attacks a bit easier. When it comes to boss battles, they do not pull any punches. They are intense, and they range from don't stand in the fire type of boss fights to fighting across most of the chapter, then ending with a larger-than-life capstone
Something people
battle.
didn't realize
Omega Supreme and Triptychon might be some of the most fun boss battles I've had in any Transformers game.
Was one of the most strongest guns in the game. But everyone thought it was weak because it sounded weak. It sounded like a little machine gun, but like that jump was powerful against enemies.
At one point in time, the game did have multiplayer. Sadly, it has been taken away when that contract ended. I never experienced any of what multiplayer had to offer, and I really feel like I missed out. Playing War for Cybertron co-op would have had what multiplayer had.
I can tell you right now, Retro Gaming, you most certainly did, bruh. You most certainly did. This game was different. Bro, this game, escalation is zombies. It's zombies, just to break it down for you. Getting to like wave 20, 30, and then like it's 4 of you, and they send in this massive Decepticon, bro, that can step on you. That's when I learned about the weapon in car form is clutch, because you can move around the fastest and you just keep shooting them. We all transform into cars, gun that sucker down. We all get to blasting on them. And then like, so there was like this cool little system for buying guns. You buy them off the wall, kind of like zombies, but it's like a vending machine, and you go to it with your credits, your points, and you hold it and the bar fills up till you fill it up and you get the weapon. So other people can help you buy guns. You can be like, bro, I'll put in 50% of it. Like I'll put in 2,000 of it for you and get him to like 1/3. Just fill the rest with your coins and you good. And like, you could do that. And you could do that between rounds, through rounds. Like whoever was filling it up, and it would suck if you was playing with randoms, you didn't have enough for a weapon, and you were like this much short, somebody else can come along when they want the weapon 2 rounds later and fill it up before you go back over there or something, and you like, bro, like, you didn't just steal my gun though. Like, you didn't just steal my gun, bro. But like, yeah, I just remember like killing people by a gun that I wanted to get, staying in car form because I know I need this weapon for a fresh set of ammo, because I'm just out of ammo. We on wave 30, bro. I'm just out of ammo, so I'm in my car form using the last of my car bullets to kill some Decepticons coming through, and instantly using those points to fill up the thing to get a new gun so I can have ammo to survive the rest of the wave because I'm the last alive. Jump was crazy. For homies hyping me up, I'm 13. I'm thinking I'm like that. This stream gotta get unlisted. I'm tweaking.
And to offer, and I really feel like I missed out. Playing War for Cybertron co-op would have had made the whole experience that much more enjoyable. Besides a few quality of life changes, and maybe would have had made multiplayer had to offer, and I really feel like I missed out. Playing War for Cybertron co-op would have had made the whole experience that much more enjoyable. Besides a few quality of life.
I figured out a way I could play co-op. I'm in a server on Discord that is all about. They kept the servers online for anybody who has these games they could play together.
Changes and maybe a bit more variety on the level design. The overall gameplay
it's
is
still
solid
alive.
And
Let me check how the
not
server looking. Let me check how the server looking. I stay in here though. Like I will not leave it. Let's see. Let's see. I'm almost seeing a thumbnail of someone's video they posted it here called the best Transformers game ever. It's Fall of Cybertron they talk about, which might be true, probably true for the most part. I know Fall of Cybertron was great. I watched it a lot. I didn't play it much. I couldn't, but I watched a lot of it. It's literally War for Cybertron, but better. I don't know how it is story wise though, but bro got a crazy picture of RC on the thumbnail, bro. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Look. Let's see if we can find it right quick. This is how it's spelled. Let's see if his pop up. The Vestitive DS game. Autobots. Decepticons was a little better, but the Autobots was great. Bro. There's so hold on. Nah, this is going to the playlist, bro. We have to watch this. I know this video is some heat. Sideswipe was my nigga since that just that slide.
Oh man, who the hell is this new guy?
This movie was cinema. To anybody under 14, this movie was peak cinema. Writing wise, this movie's the biggest disaster, but this movie's cinema, bro.
He's spanking his ass right now. Where is Bumblebee? I know you're
Where is Ironhide?
You got bad gas mileage, but where are you?
Oh, bro. Nigga started really 1v3.
Oh, he's taking on 3 Decepticons by himself. Man, Michael Bay did it again. He took a great childhood TV show and made it into another great movie. I sure do hope he doesn't get greedy and try to do other childhood TV shows and ruin it entirely.
Two was a lot better of a movie than the first one. I still enjoyed them. Not Transformers 2. I'm talking about TMNT. If you're wondering right there, I'm talking about TMNT.
Not disappoint most people. 14 years later, and the graphics still hold up. From battling over Cybertron to flying through space, everything looks amazing. There always seems to be something going on in the background that helps make the world feel alive. The animations for all the Transformers, like switching between forms or going in for that melee attack, are so fluid. You can tell the animators really took their time. My only issue is that the whole world is this kind of dark gray color palette. The lack of color variety gets old really quick, and sometimes it makes it difficult to see where you're being shot from. Most of the time, the game runs at a steady frame rate, but on the PlayStation...
This is literally, you're playing a legitimate war, like Cybertron was going down.
There are tears that can appear all over the screen. Once the fighting got intense, I didn't notice them, but if you are someone that does, you might want to keep an eye out for the 360 or PC versions, as this doesn't happen. It's always awesome to hear Peter Cullen's voice as Optimus Prime, and I'm really glad they were able to get him for this game as well.
Even every game. Except for maybe like some of the new ones though.
All the voice actors did do a fantastic job, and the sound designers nailed their part for the sound effects. What I didn't expect was how hard they went on the music. If you like industrial or progressive rock, you are in for a real treat. If you haven't heard the name Tyler Bates, you've probably heard his music in a few of your favorite movies, such as 300, Guardians of the Galaxy, or John Wick. I couldn't ask for a more amazing soundtrack to crush my enemies to. And don't get me started on what might be the best ending credits song.
Crazy.
If you are a fan of the Gen 1 Transformers movie, you'll be glad to know Stan Bush did the ending theme titled Till All Are One. If you need only one reason to beat this game, listening to that song is it.
Yeah.
Even with all its flaws, War for Cybertron might be one of the best Transformers games to exist, and this is coming from someone that really loves Transformers 2004 on the PlayStation 2. The story, gameplay, and graphics all came together to make an impressive game that's...
Yeah, I can't believe you slept on this for like, what, how many years? Game dropped in 2010, bro? You dropped this 14 years late. This game is a and we'll put this in watch later too. This game is a legitimate masterpiece. But why is Transformers War for Cybertron so loved is for sure being watched next time. This dude broke it down.
Still is a lot of fun to play this many years later. Overall, the game should take you about 10 to 15 hours to beat if you're looking for a game that doesn't take up much of your free time. To any Transformer fans out there, I recommend that you give this game at least one playthrough. To anyone that just likes third-person shooters, I tell them to give this game a go as well. If you don't trust me, trust Steve Craig Retro Games. He also agrees that War for Cybertron is totally worth a playthrough. Thank you for everyone that made it this far. Stay safe, stay retro, and I hope you find the games you're looking for. See ya.
I say, yes, sir, you slept for 14 years, but you woke up. That's the important part. Bro, my recommendations on Zero is Alive is so good. Yeah, I'm about to end stream anyway. Just finish that video, so for sure. Come on.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 is not only the most underrated Budokai game.
It is. He started off with heat. We so all over the place. I'm ending stream, bro. I'm in the stream. Like, I'm in the stream. We're not watching another video. I'm in the stream. But I will add this to the mix as well, bro. I'll see you around though. Yeah, we'll actually have on some Outlast Trials for sure. But this is just a little stream. We're just looking at some stuff because I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go. It was fun. Just some late night. We had to look at some things, bro. I meant to hop on South Park, but we got 2.5 hours and yeah, it's over with. Let me appreciate you, Axel. Appreciate you, Sal, coming through extremely late, extremely early type activity to just chill with me. But let me end this. Where's my... Okay.